never knew just what it was about this old coffee shop I love so much. All of the while I never knew. I never knew just what it was about this old coffee shop I love so much. All of the while I never knew. I think that possibly, maybe I'm falling for you. Yes, there's a chance that I'm falling quite hard over you. I've seen the waters that make your eyes shine. I'm shining too. Because I've fallen quite hard over you.
Come to this one step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. One step closer, one step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more.
Welcome everyone, family, friends, very special hosts, Pat and Anne Marie Meyer, and of course, cyclists. You know, when you're a couple of cyclists and your wedding is in the middle of the Tour de France, the most famous 3-week bike race in the world, it's very unlikely you'll forget your anniversary. So for anyone who wants to write this down, July 19th is stage 14, and it was in the mountains today. Family and friends, we are here to share with Lori and Kenny in this incredibly important day in their lives. They have spent much time together and fallen in love. Now this evening is their decision to live out the rest of their lives as a married couple, as one. Still individuals in your own right, but with a new aspect to guard and protect and nurture your relationship as one. If anyone here has good reason why Kenny and Lori should not be married, speak now or forever hold your tongue. This may be the first. A psychologist is giving the advice while the couple is getting married. And I think it's very clever of you two asking me to conduct your ceremony. It has been a complete honor for me. Thank you for asking me. And yes, I will take full advantage and tell you the best stuff I know. As a fellow cyclist, I can offer two metaphors. There will be flat rides and there will be hills. And you know that hills always end. Make the agreement now. You will not turn back during a climb. You both have learned once you reach the top, it's worth all the suffering that it took to get there. And tonight is definitely a downhill, so let any worries go now and let's enjoy the ride because we're going to have some fun. And for those of you who don't speak the cyclist language, a downhill is the best part of the ride after pedaling uphill. Speaking of climbs, how are you both doing? How are your legs? Everything okay?
Good, good.
Don't lock your knees, remember. You both look amazing.
Thank you.
This is a point where we try to set the tone of the ceremony with something inspirational, spiritual, and something that contains some kind of ultimate truth. And I want to simply share a few basic principles that I've learned. And hopefully my words will inspire you tonight and down the road. First, words are not everything. They are how we communicate, but just because we can say how something works does not mean that we can make it work. And I see this all the time with self-help books, leadership books, even the Bible. Someone reads a book, but then nothing changes. And why? Because it's usually just the person in their book. We need more than words. We need to be in relationship with others and with each other. So inspirational truth number one for you two. The only thing that leads to any real and positive change in the human heart and life occurs inside of a real and enduring personal relationship. We don't do well when we're isolated and alone. You need to know what is true, and you'll find that out by using words to communicate with each other. But the only way for your words to change anything is to bring it into the relationship and to do something about it. So don't be afraid of talking about what is true with each other, what you think, what you feel, what you want, what you don't want, etc. The truth is your friend. And the second thing is humans are not perfect. We're flawed. Seriously, we are. We can be stupid or proud, and we make mistakes. Sometimes we make really terrible mistakes. And we even hurt each other sometimes, so you should expect that. Don't be surprised. But don't let it end anything or lead to too huge of a fight. We love, but we do so with our own limitations. So that requires this thing called grace. And it's otherwise known as a lot of compassion and patience, vulnerability, understanding, and forgiveness. And often it means getting outside of your own way of doing things and looking into the other person's way and see how they do it or how they feel. You know, it's walking in their shoes. Be truthful, but realize you're never going to be perfect. And your love for each other does not have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. Don't shoot for perfect, shoot for good enough, and then as much as you can, build from that point. So climb that hill and keep climbing that hill. We need those two things our whole lives, truth and grace lived out in personal relationships, not alone. It's why you're doing this with all of us here. All these guys, all these beautiful ladies. Your relationship needs the love and support of anyone you call friend. All these people out here that you've invited. Love needs to be lived out with people. It's not just imagined or wished for. It's what you do, not just a feeling. You get the high on the downhill after you put forth the effort to do the climb. And I've learned it's always easier when you ride with someone. The Bible speaks on this fundamental need and phenomena that is hardwired into us. It's called love there too. From Genesis all the way to the Apostle Paul's writing, love is the ethic of how life is to be lived. No matter what, be loving and kind. Not fake or making nice, but love. And so marriage is an agreement to do this solely with each other, and it's to be protected and valued. When I went to the Hall of Records to be sworn in to do this, the lady behind the window, you guys remember the windows when you did your marriage license, she said you can say anything in their ceremony you want, but just read this one thing at the end. And then she highlighted that for me in the yellow. And that's the part, I have a little friend up here flying around. That's the part that says, by the authority vested in me. And I'll get to that later. That hasn't come quite yet. But as I walked away from that window, the first thing I thought was, I'm just Dave. I have no authority or power. Actually, the first thing I thought was, wow, I was just sworn in by a lady behind a window. I was really kind of expecting something a little more grand. After that, I thought, I'm just Dave, who has no real authority or power. Kenny and Lori are the ones with the authority and power. So I appeal to you, use the influence you have with each other and be kind to each other's heart forever. As you know from cycling, power is not just about words. Someone may instruct you how to ride, but you only get better and more powerful when you ride a lot, and especially when you ride uphill. You two both know the pain of a broken relationship, and I admire your courage to risk your hearts again. Most of the time, we don't go uphill, but when you need to, don't be afraid to do the hard work as it comes. Embrace it, but be kind when you do, and we'll support you. All of us will. So when you need us, no matter what it is, remember that the truth is your friend. Don't hide out. Don't suffer silently or struggle silently with something. Call us whenever you need. And I know anybody here would repeat that too. So that's it. 27 years in the business, and I can pretty much reduce it to those two things. Be honest and be kind. And kindness is just another word for be loving or love. Well, like every person who pursues knowledge, I was reading an article this morning, and it was a business article that was titled The Most Important Hour of Your Life, and of course I had to read that. And it was about people who find themselves adrift in their career, bored, unfulfilled, not using their best skills. And in this research project, this German psychologist took people to the Sahara Desert, and he instructed them to walk in a straight line. And he found that some people walked in circles without even realizing it. The ones who managed to walk straight did so when the sun was out and used a mark on the horizon. So unless you have a flashlight, I would advise you to try not to walk in the dark. But to keep this feeling you have tonight, keep the memory of it as a mark on the horizon. Never neglect what you have created tonight, oneness. Nurture yourselves and each other, but you must always nurture the relationship. Treat it as a possession you prize more than anything. Not just each other, but it, the relationship itself. Thank you, Kenny. How you two communicate, how you function together, how you listen, how you talk, all of it. Protect that and work on that relationship. I want to offer a prayer asking God's wisdom and love and protection for the two of you. So let's all bow for a prayer. Lord, Matthew, your disciple, wrote your words. Haven't you read? He replied, that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female and said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife. And the two will become one flesh, so they are no longer two but one. Therefore what God has joined together, let man not separate. And Paul, your disciple, wrote to the Corinthians that love always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always perseveres. So God, I ask that you protect this bond and protect the love that we celebrate with them. Nurture them not just as Lori and Kenny, but as the two individual hearts they are tonight making into one. And keep them as your friend. Amen.
Amen.
Now it's time for the vows. So we'll start with Kenny. And the couple has chosen to write their own vows, and they're going to read them to each other. Technical problem up here. There we go.
I take you, Lori, to be my best friend, my faithful partner, and my one true love. I promise to encourage you and inspire you and love you truly through good times and bad. I will forever be there to laugh with you, to lift you up when you are down, and to love you unconditionally through all of our adventures in life.
Laurie.
I take you, Kenny, to be my best friend, my faithful partner, and my one true love. I promise to encourage you and inspire you and to love you truly through good times and bad. I will forever be there to laugh with you, to lift you up when you are down, and to love you unconditionally through all of our adventures in life together.
To affirm your vows to each other, let me ask, Kenny, do you take Laurie as your wedded wife and promise to keep these vows to her? If so, you may answer, I do.
I do.
Laurie, do you take Kenny as your wedded husband and promise to keep these vows to him? If so, you may answer, I do.
I do.
Now we will have the exchange of rings, starting with Kenny. Kenny, repeat after me. I, Kenny, give you Laurie
I, Kenny, give you, Laurie,
this ring as an eternal symbol
this ring as an eternal symbol
of my love and commitment to you.
of my love and commitment to you.
Okay.
That's what being in a warm environment does.
Uh-huh.
All right. Laurie. Laurie, repeat after me. I, Laurie, give you Kenny
I, Laurie, give you, Kenny,
this ring as an eternal symbol
this ring as an eternal symbol
of my love and commitment to you.
of my love and commitment to you.
As a sign of unity.
As a sign of unity.
No. Go ahead. That's the next part.
My hands are sweating.
Okay. As a sign of unity, Laurie and Kenny will initiate the combining of the sand.
Yes.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
When evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong.
I've known it from the moment that we met.
No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I would not do to make you feel my love. The storms are
Raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regrets.
the winds of of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I would not do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love.
Would the rest of the family come forward and participate?
I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong.
I've known it from the moment that we met.
No doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I would not do to make you feel my love. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
When evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret.
The winds of change are blowing wild and free.
You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I would not do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I would not do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love.
this holy place together, bearing witness as the two of you become man and wife on this day. As you join in heart and spirit, you begin another chapter in the book of life. Love is a circle that surrounds you. You can find it on the faces of your family and friends. Love, let it wrap its arms around you and guide you on your journey down the road that never ends. There's a song in your heart. You can hear it if you listen, as it whispers through the branches high above the family tree. And as time plays its melody upon you, you can rest assured in knowing that you're right where you should be. Love is a circle that surrounds you. You can find it on the faces of your family and friends. Love, let it wrap its arms around you and guide you on your journey down the road that never ends. Love is a circle that surrounds you. You can find it on the faces of your family and friends. Love, let it wrap its arms around you and guide you on your journey down the road that never ends.
You don't need that. You don't need that.
We don't need that one anymore.
That was beautiful. Inasmuch as Kenneth and Lori have thus consented together in marriage, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California as Deputy Commissioner of Civil Marriages for the County of San Bernardino, I now pronounce you to be husband and wife. You may now seal your vows with a kiss. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth Aceves.
Dance with me. I want to be a partner. Can't you see? The music is just starting. Night is calling, and I am falling. Dance with me. Fantasy could never be so killing. I feel free. I hope that you are willing. Pick the beat up and kick your feet up. Dance with me. Let it
Everyone is welcome to join in. You can go right up there and dance along with them if you would like to. In fact, they would like you to.
Music is just starting, night is calling.